Hello everybody, hello Shattered Stars, I just saw your message there, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. How's everybody doing over here tonight? We got some matches for you, we got two of them in fact. As I continue to set up my stream. One of them's gonna be for the Black Line Championship Series, the other one for the Golden Cup. Two different leagues, two different matches, and we're going to have two different winners. How's everybody doing? My name's SpuddyFC. Great to see all of you tonight. He's gonna win this one. Yeah, of course, we're gonna have a great night, everybody. Again, two series, as I said. We're gonna start off with University of Alberta Green versus MAAD Esports Sauce in the Black Line Championship Series. Then we'll move on to GHE Purple versus GHE Premier in the Golden Cup, the top tier of the Golden Cup, coming to you at 10:15 p.m. Eastern in just about 45 minutes from now. First, UAlberta versus MAAD Sauce, a huge series here in the Black Line Championship Series. Both teams are 0-1. Both teams are looking to make their season now 1-1. Remember, these are just the qualifiers. So, they both are having a tough start here. Not a great first week for them, but they know that they can prove themselves to do better this week, and they can still easily make it in. As I am currently setting up the in-game lobby. How's everybody's night going? As again, I am setting up their lobby, so you could probably hear that actually. Where's that map? Uh-oh, the map. Where's the map? Is this one? Yeah, it is this one. Nice. And again, we're gonna get that prediction going up very soon. I'm good? Yeah, I'm good. I just stopped talking because I have to set up this lobby, and I know it sounds dumb, but it uses a lot of my brain power. Yeah, let's get the prediction poll going as well. Again, this is the Black Line Championship Series for this first series, and then the next one will be Golden Cup. I am actually in the Golden Cup playing for Golden Arrow Esports, but I'm not on any of their teams playing, obviously. I am on their red team. We played a few days ago in the first ever match. Sadly, we lost in Game 5, but this second series could actually be really interesting, having two Golden Arrow Esports teams playing against each other. But other than that, again, the prediction poll coming up. I see a lot of MAAD Sauce fans in there, so here comes the predictions. Hello there. You had to do it. Ooh, a golden battle. Nah, I don't mind, man. They will actually have their one of their owners in Chelona is going to be playing, so that'll be fun. Yeah, the info is ready for both teams. The prediction poll is out if you want them. Make sure to tell me who you think will win. Do you think it will be University of Alberta ESA Green, or do you think it will be MAAD Sauce? Again, this is part of the Black Line Championship Series, so this is the first stage of qualifiers. We saw a couple week 2 matches already, but this one is also going to have a lot of importance running on it. Every match is important in a Swiss style bracket, so whoever wins this will be playing other 1-on-1 teams. So again, it's going to be hugely important for them. Again, I am making sure I get everything set up for the players because they do, obviously. They want this series to be just Champions Field, so we're going to do that for them. My eye is really bugging me. That's nice timing for that. But no, I'm back in. That is not one of the players on that team. There we go. Now it's all correct. That was from yesterday. But again, this big series coming to you. I do have a couple players jumping in. It looks like everybody actually is in the lobby. Might as well, we're going to start a little bit earlier, I think. There we go. I'm going to let the teams know that they are ready to join in whenever they want to. It is a best of 5 here to decide who will go 1-1 into the 3rd round and who could be facing relegation. Are they custom? No, they're free. They're free, but yes, you could pretend like that. I don't mind. Also, hello, Posca. How you doing? How'd you get over here, Posca? You have some sort of affiliation with MAAD Esports? I don't know how in the world you got over here, man, but nice to see you going. Here we go into the series. Again, on the blue side, UAlberta, ESA Green. On the orange side, MAAD Sauce. This is Black Lion Championship Series, brought to you by the sportiest of streams. Here we go. Pulpetta with the clear off. And both teams right now, a lot of boomer ball. You can see Alberta up a little bit faster. You saw I was live. Oh, you saw from Twitter? Nice. As Alberta coming up. That shot's off the crossbar. Still in front. Eccentric can't make it. Sorry, I gotta be more Canadian. Eccentric. Zooted with the clear. Off the back goal, Arkanator. The follow-up. He can follow himself, but he can't Zooted the shoot. It's off the post. Zooted in front. And that one's off target. University of Alberta. Green having some early pressure. But MAAD Sauce still holds strong. Very reminiscent of that series we saw recently between Team Ignition, where they went down early in their series and had a lot of pressure against them, but they still came out victorious. But this one, MAAD Sauce is gonna hope that happens again because Pulpetta just scored. Alberta up to an early lead after a double commit in the corner from MAAD Sauce. And UAlberta hoping that they don't fall the same way that the opponents of Ignition went, where Ignition slowly came back in that series. And you know what? They're on a great start! That one's off the post from Zooted. Arkanator. Clear it long, looking for a second touchdown for Chaotix! Chaotix! Can't make it! 2 players commit! Nutzilla! Oh, a fake pass! One! It's Nutzilla in! MAAD Sauce! With a great fake play! A double commit from Alberta! And you saw it coming from Nutzilla ever since he went straight onto that ball. The only option he had there was to take his time, and he caught both players hanging with their pants down. MAAD Sauce back in this one already. UAlberta, the first time they really had to face some defensive pressure, and they crumbled under it. And another double commit. Both teams, they're trying to play so fast compared to each other, but they seem to be playing faster than what they're used to, because you can see the communication definitely not on point. You just saw Zilla there cut off his teammate. As well, both teams maybe start to slow it down a little bit more, because this speed that they're trying to play with just seems to be creating some havoc for both of them. As Pulpetta off the back wall, Nutzilla doesn't make the read. Pulpetta will have the easiest net to shoot on. And UAlberta is back in this one at a 2-1 lead. Did GHE already play? No, they will be playing in about 45 minutes, Chris. We just have some Black Lion Championship match to go before that. But anyway, the GHE match that you're talking about, Purple vs. Premier, will be the one featured after this one. Don't worry, you are not late. In fact, you are very early. The tap up from Nutzilla. Chaotix will be first to read that one. Eccentric tried to beat him. Here comes Arkanator. That one's on target. Zooted. You saw him back up there. He was not covering the nets entirely and had to get himself in the right position for it. But he does make that save. Again, as long as you make that save in that situation, you're going to be fine. There's no follow-up. As Pulpetta looking for the flip reset. Trying to go for something a bit stylish here against MAAD Sauce. With how tough the defenses can be to break. Can't blame him for going for something like that. Might as well try to mix it up a little bit more, but that's a huge error. It's in front. No one from MAAD Sauce to read that, and one thing I noticed from MAAD Sauce, they're giving up a bit of space here. Oh no. Oh dearie no. Oh no. That is an open error from Arkanator. You can see he kind of panicked jumping in front. And then he accidentally hits that ball into the top corner. Perfect placement, but on his own orange side. University of Alberta Green gets another one from the hands of a player that's meant to score against them. Arkanator. We find a way to kind of redeem his team here. Eccentric with a strong clear away. Chaotix is just going to read on top of that one. And Chaotix still going a demo from Polpetta. Zeta to get that touch, but he doesn't make it. And you can see these teams making some weird whiffs as well. The speed up pace they play actually might be hindering their ability. I want to see one of these teams take more time with the ball. Try to go for more control instead of the pace. And see if that works. MAAD Sauce, you think, would be the team to have to do that. They are the ones losing. I'd love to see if they just slow it down, hold control, and really try to squeeze out the boost from UAlberta ESA Green. Because then they might be able to start minimizing these double commits, these misplays, these overcommits, these whiffs. Maybe they'll start to take that fight to Alberta. But for right now, they are still playing very similarly. It makes sense. It's tough to enact a playstyle change in a game. Game 2, though, we could be seeing some changes from them. As they're going to get a goal here from Arkanator. It's not over just yet. MAAD Sauce still has a chance in this one as Zuda gets removed by Chaotix, and Nutzilla, great choice from him there not to shoot that one. Seeing the player hugging that front post, he knows the shot there is going to be saved 99 times out of 100. And I said, goes for the more high probability play of hitting it off the back wall and having a teammate respond. As UAlberta ESA Green now starting to feel a little bit of the pressure against them. Oh, but it doesn't seem like they had that much pressure. They just got a massive dunk on offense. But this one back, Polpetta doesn't have the double. Chaotix in, saved on his line, zooted up. And all 3 players from Alberta jumped at that one, although some at varying heights than the others. They get their clear, but now they're having to play that offense. They're going to have to keep that possession, but MAAD Sauce, they have that fury, they have that drive to get one more goal. This clear from Zuda is not going to go to Polpetta. Chaotix into the corner. Chaotix can't beat Eccentric. Arkanator, he undershot that one. Now he's going to get dunked away by Polpetta. They have to go the length of the field here, MAAD Sauce. Oh, it won't even happen. Zuda is not going to let that happen. He's not going to give them the chance. University of Alberta Green. That goal will now give them their victory. Nutzilla, you can see, outpacing himself there on defense. Trying to play faster than what maybe he had his own ability to be so. And now, MAAD Sauce, they're going to go down in this series. A great learning moment from them. I think for both teams especially. Because this game was all about speed. And you can see that create errors on both sides. But I think most of these errors were self-inflicted. Again, I want to see a team slow it down and take control of this game, really. Instead of trying to outpace their opponent, instead try to out-possession their opponent. You remember that goal from MAAD Sauce to tie it up? That one was all about control. And you can just see how badly it beat out Alberta Green. I want to see more teams do that in this series. Because so far it just seems like both teams trying to see if they can outpace the other, and it just isn't happening. Instead, they're trying to go faster and faster, and that's creating more problems for themselves than the other. We get into Game 2. I don't know if we're going to see a playstyle difference from any of these teams with how they played in Game 1, but it was close. It was within a single goal reach for MAAD Sauce. Can they retaliate in this one? Zudu with the high touch. Nutzilla is still there, looking for a double in field. And you can see MAAD Chaotix was in the way. He could have turned onto that if he had to. But the pass wasn't there and instead left the field. But this one's back. Chaotix to pinch it above his net. Eccentric. Off the back wall, still has this one. He was looking to see if he could get the pass in front. Alberta used up all their resources. Polpetta, though, from Alberta, put it in the corner for Zooted. Zooted. Flick away, Eccentric is there. And no touch made. Nutzilla with the James Bott classic, the pigeon topper. That pigeon man. We'll see what he can do in this game. Zooted to clear. Zooted. Past Nutzilla. Nutzilla keeps it in the back wall. And he still is on top of it. Nutzilla. In front for Chaotix. Chaotix dunked away by Eccentric. And a miss from Zooted will allow Polpetta, though, to get that clear. Arkanator. And that's a double commit. Polpetta jumped at the same time Eccentric did. And Mad Sauce, they're going to try to take advantage of this, but you just see the no team really taking full advantage of these mistakes. The teams at this level react so quickly to these mistakes, but have so incredibly lightning fast recoveries that you can't just, like, wait for a mistake to happen, because it's really tough to capitalize on. Although this backboard is wide open, and Zooted, another whiff. A couple whiffs from this player. Zooted, seems like this game, he hasn't really got the, he's not been able to make contact with the ball, and at every single point his team asks him to do so. You can just see that pace kind of taking a toll on some of these players. Seems like Zooted, Zooted might be starting to crack, although he is trying to go for demos here as well. And the touches he have made are pretty necessary ones, but Mad Sauce, they're not going to give him the chance here. Look at how far up Eccentric was. He was in that final third of the field. Everybody from UAlberta was positioned extremely aggressively with that 50-50. When it didn't go exactly their way, Mad Sauce were able to retaliate and score that goal, the first goal of the game. Alberta putting in some aggression. Arkanator in front, Popetza into the corner. And this one in front, Zooted. And again, he's been really good on the goal line. I've talked a lot about his whiffs in the midfield, but his goal line play has been pretty strong. Although now Alberta defense is going to be great, but they need offense too. They need to get a goal. So Popetza has time to do that. He's going to put this one off the back wall. Where's the next one to fire it in? Eccentric's to do that. And he can take the boost, allow Zooted to come up, but Arkanator beats him. Eccentric driving the race back. Popetza can't get it, and that's going to be a goal for Arkanator. Another overcommit from UAlberta ESA Green. Look at how aggressively Popetza and Eccentric are pushing for this one. There is no third man into this position, just two second man positions. Once again, Alberta seems to be pushing extremely aggressively for any time they can get a goal. And it's backfiring. Eccentric, pinch in front. Zooted trying to jump for this one, but Nutzilla beats him. Popetza. Great light touch as well. Touch in front. Maybe he can get a flip reset on two! Oh, Arkanator was waiting back. And you must have thought he was a bit nervous there seeing a blue player keep that much control of the ball. The flip reset was not strong enough, but if it was, that could have been a massive goal in this series. Could have been the goal to bring out UAlberta Green back into this one. As Eccentric with it in front, can't get the free jump shot. Well, Peta doesn't make touch either. Almost faked out the players as well. Again, the speed, a fake, even if it's unintentional, could be useful. Oh, but that's a useful double tap from Zooted. Again, I've been very critical of his play this game, but there is nothing wrong about that play. A double tap past the defenses. For both teams, I have seen issues on defense. Well, more likely offense if you want to talk about UAlberta. I talked about their overcommits this game. But on the side of Mad Sauce, their backboard has been virtually undefended. University of Alberta Green can go for more backboard touches like that, because it just isn't covered as heavily as it maybe should be from Mad Sauce. Because when they do play back, Mad Sauce, they prioritize having multiple players on that goal line instead of having one on the back wall. And that could be something that Alberta takes advantage of. As Arkanator, really awkward here. Zooted is going to leave it for Popetza, but a dump in from Zilla to the back wall. Speaking of the backboard, that one was almost left open. Eccentric had to jump for it. Eccentric, that one's in front. Popetza, and he didn't know just how much danger they really were in. Eccentric was out of position. Zooted wasn't there. And Zooted, speaking of him, will absolutely fake the defenses. University of Alberta trying to make this series 2-0. And it's based off of a Zooted fake play. Chaotix had so much faith in his teammate getting that one. And he didn't even jump for it. Was willing to let that ball go under. Sorry, was willing to let that challenge go through and not challenge and double commit it. Alberta. And you can see that fake play there. Whether it be unintentional or not, I doubt it was intentional though. Zooted definitely had a touch there if he wanted it. Just was able to fake out the defenses as well. What a great play from him. And if it was unintentional, it was the best unintentional fake play I've ever seen. In a while, especially. As Alberta, speaking of him, this one's going to go back the other way. Arkanator with his second goal of the game in the waning seconds of Game 2. Mad Sauce pulling ahead. As a follow command from Brian Clark 93. Welcome to Sportiest Stream. We're just finishing up game 2 of the series. As both teams trying to win here to change up the storyline going into game 3. Polpetta with a double tap. Last seconds here for UAlberta ESA Green. Zooted looking in front. Arkanator's waiting. It's on the goal line as well. But that's exactly where they wanted it. Arkanator will try to let this one drop. Eccentric keeps it up. Alberta. That one's going to be beaten by Chaotic. Zooted, keeping it high. Arkanator can fake this one if he wants to. He's going to go for a powerful touch. Mad Sauce drop it. And this series will, and this game will go to them. This series will now go 1-1. Another single 1-goal difference. That last goal scored with 18 seconds left. As again, big series coming in here for both teams. Oh, you just got to see that. That makes no sense. Let's go to game number 3. And this game will decide who takes series point first. Big game. Big wins for these teams. In a best of 5. A best of 5 is going to be really important here. As Zooted and Godzilla here are going to go for the 50-50. Mad Sauce with the early start here on offense, but in game 3 here, again, series point on the line for both these teams. Whoever wins this could end the series in 4 games instead of having to go to 5. Both teams not just wanting to get a game win here, but also just wanting to get their confidence up. Game 2 was really, really tough for both of them. And this game could start to solidify which team really is trying to play that. It could be playing better. Obviously, that'll only end whenever one team does win this series, but that confidence, in-series confidence, can go a long way. And so far, Mad Sauce want to lock down this midfield. Both teams... Oh, a double commit as well. Chaotix and Arkanator called each other off. Sorry, yeah, they called each other off, and then they called each other to go for it. An error, and no one in net for Mad Sauce either. Eccentric will score that one. A tumultuous play from this Mad Sauce team, as multiple players just moving all over the place. There seems to be a lack of organization from them, and it all started from that team bump double commit in the midfield. Completely an unforced error between 2 of their players. They're going to really feel that that goal should not have gone in, but they can still fight their way back. Alberta, this is all they need if they want to win this game, although they are going to probably need to add a couple more goals. Both games have gone 3-2 for both sides. So they're going to see... So again, saying that, they would have to score 3 goals to get the win here if we were to keep that same storyline going. Polpetta with the flick past. Nutzilla to save, but that does force a double commit. Eccentric. Chaotix is on the waiting list. And Zooted has an option in field. Nutzilla challenged him earlier, and he can get that pass out. Polpetta, Arkanator with the clear. Godzilla, infield. Chaotix saved away. Eccentric. And Arkanator's just waiting for that one. University of Alberta almost caught out of position. And that was the issue that gave up 2 goals last game, where they pushed up so aggressively to the point where Mad Sauce could just clear the ball away and get that possession the other way. They need to be more disciplined in how aggressively they play up for it. Sure, there's definitely playing too defensively, but for them, right now, with how aggressive they're pushing, they're really putting all their cards on the deck, and so many offensive plays that are not guaranteed. But this play could be... No, Nutzilla's waiting back. Arkanator looking for the clear away. Eccentric. And great plays, though, from UAlberta. Right now, you can see definitely keeping a player more defensive. They're learning as the series goes on. And you can see there's no mistakes from them. They're putting in incredibly strong 50-50 challenges to hold their opponents in the orange half. Mixing a passing play here and there. This one from them all. And UAlberta ESA Green, this is how you hold a team in their own half. This is how you control a series. By putting in good 50-50s, by putting in passing plays, by keeping that chemistry moving, and by minimizing your double commit mistakes, if you have any. You saw one right there, and there's nothing comment on it because they've recovered so quickly because of it. Now, they can reset for defense. Chaotix can't get through Zooted. This one's gonna deflect into the corner. Eccentric. But he has no boost. Chaotix can clear it. And Popeta, my goodness, that ball must have hit perfectly at the middle of his car to get that much power. That was incredibly strong for the place where it was hitting hit the wheels. You can see Alberta ESA now moving up to offense. This game, much closer in that no team has really scored all that much. Every game has been a 1-goal difference, but this one, only 1 goal has been scored. And it came from a bad play from MAAD Sauce. Could that be the goal that decides this game? What a surprise to have a game so high scoring and now go to this one and have virtually nothing go in. Oh my goodness, Zooted. I cursed him. I absolutely cursed Zooted here. I apologize to anybody on MAAD Esports here. I just cursed your team. UAlberta ESA Green scores another one. And MAAD Sauce now down by 2 in the final minutes of Game 3. This series, we could be seeing teams trading games as they both try to learn from each other. You see, this game, the best thing about in this game is that they've recovered from their errors. Sure, they overcommitted at the start of this game, but as soon as that happened and they knew that it could be a mistake, they immediately made better of it and amended those errors. And you can see just how well it's working for them. Popeta with this goal, and 3-1, another goal for UAlberta Green, and they're just putting more and more against MAAD Sauce. MAAD Sauce may be kept to a shutout. What a series this could be. And what a storyline we might see from MAAD Sauce going into Game 4. How will they recover from this? This game, the other 2 games were so close. It was 3-2 in the first game for Alberta, 3-2 in the second one for MAAD Sauce. This game, though, this team had one team clearly winning it over the other. UAlberta ESA Green definitely playing better. They shut out their opponents in Game 3. Going into Game 4, UAlberta ESA Green can win the entire series. Oh. Good timing. Hello, Neighborwood. Yeah, Neighborwood, I just actually explained it to you. 3-2, 3-2. Now this game is 3-0. This one. This series has been trading games so far. Do we see the next one trading in favor of MAAD Sauce? They are both ready. They both have readied up very quickly for these, so I'm down for it. MAAD Sauce, this is their chance to come back once again. They did it after Game 1. They came back and won a close Game 2. Now they have to do it in Game 4 if they want to keep the series alive. Against UAlberta ESA Green. No easy task for them. There are no easy tasks in the Blackline Championship Series, even in the qualifiers. But if they want to start it in any strong way, getting a goal could definitely do that. UAlberta trying to do what he did last game. Last game was more one-sided than the other 2. I wouldn't say it was an absolute beatdown. We've seen that before in this league, though. I wouldn't say it's that. I would say, in fact, it was still close, but UAlberta, ESA Green definitely were the better team. There's a double commit coming from them on offense. And Zooted has to wait back, has to let this 2v1 and go through. Nutzilla off the back wall! No second touch! And Eccentric wins the challenge as well! Oh, UAlberta ESA Green just a little bit faster to that one. And Eccentric scoring the goals. What a goal. Oh, okay, I'll shut up. And the Canadian roster now one goal closer to winning the series, winning the game as well, and furthering their upward progress into round 4. That's a great play from Eccentric as well. Another goal for him. That's one pass in front from Zooted. Zooted, look at that little bit of hesitation he had in the corner, a little bit of waiting. It wasn't really hesitation, actually. He was waiting to see what Arkanator would guess on. Arkanator guessed that it was going to go high up the wall. But he caught that, and he was shot low instead. Tossing up a great pass in front of Mad Sauce's net. Zooted. Second touch for him. Arkanator is there to win the challenge. This one's in front! Polpetta was the only one there that could save it. UAlberta ESA Green. Get out of defense. He's going for a demo play as well on Chaotix. And a clear away from Arkanator, who will put it in the corner, seeing if Mad Sauce can get any offense. But as soon as they get offense, it seems to be cleared right back by UAlberta Green. As Eccentric and Zooted trying to combine forces. Zooted will get that touch. The 50-50s have been in favor of UAlberta for the majority of the series, especially the late series. As we get into game 4. Game 3 they won in the 50-50s as well. As they continue to put more pressure on Eccentric. Off the back wall, holding Arkanator in, but Arkanator will get a clear goal here. And Arkanator, we didn't know how much boost he really had. He had a full tank back there to use. And he used most of it to get up to that ball. Getting past Zooted. Zooted, unbeknownst to him, Arkanator was actually faster to that one than he thought. UAlberta ESA Green stunned with that goal. But they are still in the lead. Although now that lead has been cut in half. Eccentric can't get past Nutzilla. Nutzilla to pinch it in front. And this one will bounce Arkanator. We know he's going to be beating this one, but doesn't get the touch that he needs. Eccentric bumped up by Zooted. That could create awkwardness. And UAlberta ESA Green, unforced errors like those will definitely be punished if they keep it up. Although they have been rare to make those unforced errors. During their errors have been on panic plays, where the opponents do create those opportunities. But for UAlberta ESA Green, definitely need to kind of relax a little bit more on defense, because bumping your teammate definitely is something that you don't want to have happen. Oh my goodness, Polpetta. No way. Oh, I noticed Nutzilla save that one. Zooted had a whole net in front of him as well. But, man, that was cut off perfectly. Eccentric in front. Here comes Polpetta. The pressure from UAlberta has been absolutely stunning this game so far. And here's another way of creating more for themselves. Multiple players coming in front of the net. And UAlberta ESA Green creating their opportunities. I've been critical of both teams on defense, but they both have been playing extremely well, forcing the other team's defense to have to commit to things that they may not want to. Putting your opponents into awkward positions, it will definitely inspire, and it will definitely get you goals. It's Mad Sauce here, demoed away. Eccentric passing this one to Polpetta, and Zooted will jump in as well. Another double commit from UAlberta, but as long as they recover quickly, which they have, that won't create too many problems for them. But this really will make problems for them. Nutzilla off a pass from Arkanator. As Arkanator, this one just kind of found its way between the defenses, and Nutzilla was able to follow it. UAlberta ESA Green, not out of the woods just yet. Have just over 90 seconds remaining to keep this game in their lead, in their possession. Zooted has no boost. Nutzilla fakes under one. Polpetta on the back wall. Eccentric gonna jump to it. Chaotix. Eccentric keeps it close. Can clear it away. Nutzilla though. That's a shot. Zooted to clear it. UAlberta ESA Green. Every save they make definitely going to create a bit of stress for them, I'm sure. Knowing how close this game really is, and knowing how close they are to winning this series out. A loss in Game 4 could be devastating to their progress in Game 5. If we do go that far. Polpetta to clear. Nutzilla to put it back. Return to sender. Due to keep in possession. Chaotix just trying to fight his way in the corner. And he will win it, in fact, for Mad Sauce. Mad Sauce still holding possession, but not for long. Polpetta to clear. This one going off the post. Mad Sauce still survive. You can't blame them for putting a ton of aggression in. It's the final seconds of this game, and they desperately need a goal. They have to force UAlberta ESA Green into weird positions. They're gonna start to play more aggressively as time goes on. More desperate as well. Chaotix in front. Arkanator waiting, but cleared by Zooted. Nutzilla back. Zooted bumped away. Eccentric with the solo play. What's he gonna go for? An air dribble 50. No, Arkanator jumps in front and cuts it off. Popetta towards net. Arkanator can't read it. Nutzilla does. Zooted. That one's off the post. Nutzilla can still clear it away. Alberta with all the possession in the world. Now they just need this game to end. Nutzilla keeping it up. Arkanator waiting. Popetta. No double tap there. Chaotix to Arkanator. Arkanator off the sidewall. In front. It will drop for UAlberta ESA Green. And they will win the series 3-1. And you saw Mad Sauce try to go the entire length of the field there. They got to the final offensive third, but they just couldn't get through. Couldn't break out. UAlberta ESA Green with the 3-1 victory. And that will be it for our first of 2 series, everybody. Still have one more coming up. It's a Golden Hour Esports Golden Cup series, and you're going to want to see this one. A series a lot of you here waiting for. It's going to be Golden Hour Esports Purple versus Golden Hour Esports Premier. That series definitely has a lot on the line. It's the first week. It's going to be who wants to get the better start as well for the Golden Cup. Who wants to get off to an early win. We'll see that best of 5 coming up shortly. Hello, NC. How you doing? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sporting Stream. We got some Golden Cup action for you tonight. And it's not just me here. Welcome Stealth into the commentary box. How you feeling, Stealth? Man, I know you talked to me about it. It's how you really want to get yourself into commentary. And what a great series to start off with as well. With the two Golden Esports teams playing against each other. You do play in the Golden Cup. Take me kind of through that kind of experience and how it's been so far.
Absolutely, Sporty. It's been pretty amazing to play in this cup so far. I just joined this year, and wow, what a league. Honestly, what a fantastic league to hop into, and especially if you're looking to get competitive in the Rocket League, this is your starting point right here. Hop on top of it, guys.
Yeah, it's a great experience here. I do not want to talk about week one because I lost to you, Stealth, but I don't want to mention that too much. No, you guys played well, but again, it's been really fun. I'm going to get the info out to both team Stealth. If you want to kind of introduce people to yourself, feel free to do that now. Just kind of get them to know you a little bit better, because a lot of people here know who I am, but they may not know who you are as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm Patrick. Been playing for about 6 years now on Rocket League. Looking to get competitive. Been playing high school esports all 4 years, and finally started in college and joined GHE and been playing for Fort Lewis. And yeah, just looking to hop into commentary because it's something I've been looking to get started with for a long time. And yeah, just looking to dip my toes in at least. You got to start somewhere.
And the info is sent out to you if you want to join in Rocket League. Obviously, I think you'd want to do that. That's pretty preferable for you to see what's actually happening in game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have sent out the lobby info to both teams. I'm gonna get a prediction poll going. I know a lot of you want that. I know a lot of you are GHE fans, so let's get that poll going. It's gonna be, again, as I said, GHE Purple versus the very famous GHE Premier team. That name, a coveted name in the scene, coming into it. So. Again, massive teams playing here, but it does feel a bit one-sided here. It feels like Purple's going to have an uphill battle, no matter which way you look at it. As Stealth is currently trying to join into the lobby. Again, I'm going to just continue for him here. Again, Premier, massive name in the scene. They really have made quite the name for themselves here. As I keep saying name, but I just gotta say it for them again. Massive wins for them as well. They are considered the top team for Golden Esports, and they're playing. And Purple is considered one of the other really good teams from this organization. So both are gonna have to work extremely hard if they want to get these victories. As both teams are getting into the lobby. Yeah, they are joining. So. Here they come, but of course we are going to give them some time. I do see... So currently there are 7 people in the lobby. But again, make sure... I am just messaging them the info. Stealth, how you doing over there? You have, like, muted... I think you've muted yourself.
Oh, I just haven't been talking. I'm hanging out here waiting for the match to start. I'm really excited to see this underdog team of GHE Purple hopefully try to pull out a win here. I know that Premier is a very famous team, as you've said, so we're looking to see a very good matchup ahead of ourselves.
Of course, again, we are going to get this going as soon as possible. The lobby is completely full, but we do see... I think it's going to be Avco, Chalona, and Shoddy playing against Eucalyptus, Sleaze, and Chupa, actually. Yeah, if anybody wondering, Sleaze is also known as Discord. We'll probably call him that for your convenience and our convenience and everybody's convenience. We'll probably just call him that. No, that's not... That logo's not supposed to be there. There we go. Actually had the Blackline Championship Series logo up. That's not the right one. That's the right one. We're gonna start ourselves very soon. How excited are you?
Very excited here. Very excited here. I'm really, really, I'm on the edge of my seat, man. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is the match I've been waiting for all week to get going. I saw it in the tournament schedule, and I was like, that is going to be a fantastic match to watch here.
By the way, how in the world did you know I was doing commentary tonight?
I actually have practiced, like I said, with Avcro and everybody before, and Avcro was talking about you streaming it, and I got into that, and I was like, I was gonna watch it, and then I heard that you do commentary, and I was like, I gotta talk to this man.
Just today, okay. I thought you was gonna be like, I saw you commentate before, and I looked at your Twitter post, and I was like, and that would be a little creepy, but no, it's fine, man.
No, it's all gonna come through the systems, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a best of 5, everybody who's watching. And there we go, Stealth. Man, a great debut for hopefully your illustrious commentary career if you do continue to go forward with this. As again, hopefully we'll get to see some great matches here. The final series of the night. It's gonna start in about a minute or two. I don't know what's happening with those. Oh.
And here we go. Match is about to become underway.
Yeah, there they go. They are joining. It's going to be GHE Purple on the blue, GHE Premier on the orange, and just going to get a couple names coming out. No, this is Avcro is Stealth, if anybody's looking. And Discord Daddy is also known as Sleaze. And that will be the name, and that'll probably be the name that we'll go by as Dimitri coming in. That's Chelona, and already off to an early start is GHE Premier.
Huge immediate goal out of that team. Huge immediate goal.
Yeah,
GHE Purple is probably going to be chasing from the majority of this match, so they need to make sure that they hop on their heels, get a good rotation going.
Yeah, exactly how you should say it again, Purple. With that goal against them, Premier now has that early momentum in their hand, but Discord Daddy gonna get the clear to the corner, and second touch is good for him as well. But not past Shoddy. Shoddy just waited for it, and he gets the clear away. Again, this is gonna, we said it before, it's going to be an uphill battle for Purple. They're really gonna have to fight to earn this one against Premier. Premier is a very talented roster. All of the players on this team are extremely scary to play against. They can do a lot of crazy things. As this one, back in by Chelona. Premier holding Purple into their own defensive third. They can't break out right now. It just seems to be a little too difficult. And look at the Jupa, no boost for him. He can't get a challenge. Shoddy trying to get through Eucalyptus, can't do so. It's Avcro tapped down for Shoddy. Shoddy! That one couldn't make itself into a shot. And Purple now actually have some possession here. They just need to get this challenge on Chelona.
Little awkward there out of Dimitri. They're playing back and forth. Avcro finally takes possession and pushes it forward, but a good clear by Chupacabra. Shoddy passes it to center, and Avcro right there with the shot, but he puts it high to backboard. Can Dimitri follow up? Oh, a double commit out of Premier. Eucalyptus, a good clear.
I think you just... I think now that you said that... Now that you called Chelona Dimitri, I can't think about how he might be Russian. What a goal from Shoddy as well.
That's the
goodness.
Funny thing. What a good goal out of Premier, though. Good top right shot.
Yeah, an amazing placement from Shoddy. And you can see, Avcro jumped in, I think as like a moving screen. Trying to add in another kind of barrier of offense here that is going to be tough to play against. That goal would have gone in anyways against Purple, but Avcro just making it a little more difficult. You might as well make the opportunity the best you can possibly do with it. As this one dunked away by Chelona. Avcro is not going to make that touch, and Eucalyptus can clear. Purple, and the best thing they're going to need to do against Premier is to keep control, because Premier, they are so high flying. They have the mechanics, they have the control, they have the chemistry, and now almost have a goal there. And you can just see they're adding more and more. They're so confident right now here playing as Shoddy out to the side wall. Another touch for him. Pass in front for Chelona. Chelona back to Shoddy. Give and go passing play. Chelona waiting in front with the open net goal. And that's Premier dicing up the Purple defense.
Another great play. Good pass by Shoddy. Dimitri taking his time with that ball to make sure he put it in with that open net. Another huge play to add another goal on top of here. Purple's really going to need to get some offense going and stop the bleeding, actually, is what they really need to start doing. Shoddy puts it up into the corner, though, and Avcro is there for the shot. Oh, and an unfortunate miss. Discord Daddy's got control of it as he takes it forward. Chupacabra across for him. And there it is, the first goal for GHE Purple. What a great way to turn around this game. Hopefully they can build some momentum off of this.
Discord Daddy, a great tap in front for Chupa. Chupa was left wide open by Shoddy. Shoddy must not have seen him behind him there because he pushed up more aggressively towards that front post and left Chupa waiting there for that shot. Now the pass though was perfect. It was a great pass, tapped down in front. There was no way that the Purple player was going to miss from that distance, and they did not. That's one turn from Discord Daddy, also known as Sleaze. I was going to go back. Chupa had to make a save on his own net from a massive dunk clear. As Premier now going up to offense. Avco, no hesitation, but that's gonna be a detriment here. Chalona gets back in time and gets the clear away. Chupa, one touch, can't get out in front. It's still 50-50. You can see Chupa playing the most aggressive out of any other Purple player. Getting some 50-50s, but that also means he's using a lot of boost to get to those positions. Kind of a trade-off here. He's trading boost to go for more 50-50 challenges if he can get to them. And while those opportunities can create options, they can also use up his boost to the point where he can't rotate back. But it's a risk Chupa is willing to take, knowing just how tough it is to break past Premier. Chalona, the back wall. Avco trying to follow up. That's a double commit from Purple. And Avco looking for a pass and field. Shoddy off the back wall. This one in front for Chalona. Chalona will score again. And that is his hat-trick. Chalona, Domitra Chalona, playing exceptionally well so far this series.
A fantastic shot again by Chalona. What a great 50 to put it top right corner for them. Get another goal stacked up on top here. Avco takes this up the sidewall. He's got a good air dribble chance. Shoddy's over for the pass. And a great shot, but a good save out of GHE Purple. An easy double commit there. Dimitri tries to be up on the back wall against him. As their low boost, Avco's up for the shot, and it's going to hit the back wall, come down. Shoddy's there for the shot follow-up, and it does go in. What a great shot.
And it just feels like Premier are sharks in the water, hunting, waiting for the blood, and just any little mistake will be a goal for them, it looks like. Purple just getting overwhelmed in this game. As we head into the final minute of gameplay, Premier definitely having their way with this series so far. Leading 5-1. This game, a no-brainer win for Premier. No nonsense whatsoever from them. Purple just seems like, again, this is going to be an uphill battle. This is another goal for them. How did Chalona get that angle? That is absolutely impressive from Chalona. I have no clue how he found that.
A great shot from that corner. Way to game sense heads-up play to be able to put that on net with nobody in net, nobody covering the back post. Great shot of Dimitri.
Yeah, Chalona, one of the owners of the Golden Irie Sports organization, and he's also just really cracked at Rocket League as well. So, you know, those things from him are why he is on this Premier team. He does not make too many mistakes, and paired up with Avco as well. That is a scary duo, but we can't forget about Shoddy. He's kind of a newer player for this roster, and yet he's proved himself so far this game as well to be a tremendous pain for Purple to deal with. It just seems like Purple are overall just finding that they're getting outplayed by the Premier team who's just playing better than them. Pass in front, Discord to clear it away. Sleazium, also known as Discord. That one will only go to Shoddy. That shot on target. And Premier is still looking for another goal. They don't want to end the scoring here. They're going to get one. No, they won't. GHE Premier will have it bounce off the post. And that will end game one. A 6-1 victory. And I want to know what your kind of idea of this game was, Stealth. It was so one-sided from Premier. Look at these kind of shooting totals, 17-2. This game could not have been more one-sided.
Absolutely. It was on Premier's side the entire time. They kept the offense going. They had boost control. They had demos when they had the opportunity. They just had the momentum throughout the entire game. They were just on top of Purple throughout the entirety of the game. And then, I mean, other than the one goal that they had, they didn't really have a complete chance to turn it around on them. Even after the single goal that was scored against Premier, they still turned it right back around, kept the seesaw on one side, as you could say.
I've never heard that one before. I have never heard that comparison before. I've never heard someone compare pressure and holding pressure to a seesaw, but, well, now here we are. Seesaws in the commentary box. I guess we know what you've been doing a lot of stuff. going to a lot of playgrounds. No, I don't blame you. Those things are fun. I love playgrounds.
They are.
I'm like, I know I'm not like a child anymore, but well, I guess I technically am a child. I'm not even 17, but I still appreciate playgrounds. Have you ever had those like kind of weird obstacle course playgrounds?
I have.
Yeah, where you make them into obstacle courses. Yeah, I remember doing that. That was fun. The good old days of my childhood. Back when I didn't have to worry about like responsibilities.
Then I started watching American Ninja Warrior, and it was
yeah, it's only gonna make it even stronger. And speaking of stronger, Premier trying to get off to a stronger start in game 2 than they did in game 1. Make this even tougher for Purple. Right now, they are playing some defense. Purple did get 1 goal last game. If there's any consolation, they were able to break through once, but compare that to 6 goals against them. And this could be bloody on the Purple side of the field. Avcro up to Shoddy. Shoddy in front for Chelona. A 3-man passing play executed to perfection. And Golden Arrow Esports Premier are off to the races.
A great passing play to start off the game. I mean, that's just exactly what Premier is. A fantastic team that works very well together with coordination.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. Golden Arrow Esports Premier knows what they're doing. They know their stuff very well. And, okay, that one's just going to go in. Chelona just fired one at nets, and Golden Arrow Esports Premier now have just doubled their lead straight off the kickoff.
What a great flip. Way to use the top corner of his car there to get the most power out of that shot that he could have. Great heads-up play by Dimitri.
I do like how we're using both of Chelona's names. Chelona or Dimitri, which one? By the way, chat, Chelona and Dimitri are the exact same person. As is, if we ever use it, Sleazium and Discord Daddy. They're also both the exact same person. There are some name differences. As Chelona and Avco, or not, that one's off the crossbar. Still floundering in front is Purple. Again, Premier is putting up a ton of aggression, and this has probably been the most offensive I've ever seen a team push back ever in a series in a very long time. Haven't seen a series play out like this in what seems to be forever. As a double commit from Purple, it's only going to make their situation more difficult, and in fact, it'll make it way too difficult for them. Shoddy will score his first goal of game 2. And it's, again, it just takes one mistake from Purple, and Premier are on top of it.
To take advantage of it. Shoddy was right there off the back wall after that miss from GHE Purple. What a huge way to put themselves on the board again and keep this game and Premier on top of Purple.
This one keeping to the side. Eucalyptus can't get past Chelona. And, Stealth, I know you're in the game, you can take a look. How many shots does Purple have? I can't think they have many. They had 2 shots last game.
They just have 1 right now. They just have 1 compared to Premier's 6 on the board already, with 3 goals in.
I'm pretty sure Premier's almost had 20 shots last game. I think they got close. I don't know if they got exactly 20. They may have actually hit 20 shots. If anybody knows,
17, if I remember
they hit 17
right,
yeah. That last game. Yeah, they're very close to. They were so close to 20, and saying that is just scary to anybody here watching, looking at the Tier 1 system. Premier probably the favorite to win it all, and this is only going to exacerbate that pain that Purple's feeling, but also just make people worried. Premier is a team that you cannot mess with.
Save out of Chupacabra there off of a passing play from Avcro and Shoddy. GHE Purple is going to try to take advantage of this, but they are low boost in their area, trying to get a good clear. Avcro is going to get set up in here in the middle, and he's just going to bang it to top shelf. Dimitri's going to try to follow, and he does. What a good passing play. As Avcro has always told me, a bad shot is a really good pass.
I mean, that is no truer words than here. Avcro himself is the one who get the bad shot. I don't even know if he intended this. I think he did intend to shoot that one, but it was just off the crossbar. But Chelona just came in through with the cleanup. And that's what shots like that can do for your team. As long as you put on quality shots. They don't have to be on target to be quality shots. Although that one is on target, that's a quality save from Eucalyptus. And he clears it past Shoddy. Avco having to get back, but it's Purple to get the goal. And Purple are still fighting in this series, even though hope is all but lost seemingly for some of these players. They still have a little bit. They're still clinging on to their lives in this series, just trying to really fight back, get the best chances they can against Premier. And Premier just got a little too aggressive for their own good. Purple, that will bring a little bit of confidence to them. And take me through Sleaze, just how much that confidence could mean for them in the future, knowing that now, obviously, with that goal, that they can still add more if they can against Premier.
Yeah, absolutely. Chupacabra is staying up in their zone here. He's going to try to look to get a good pass. He got a great demo on Dimitri there. And Sleaze is going to pass this over, but Chupacabra wasn't expecting it as he was still trying to rope back. But they're making a small passing play here, but Dimitri's going to get a good clear to the other side. Shotty's going to take this slowly off the wall. Yeah, they're going to play for control. Lucas is going to hop right on top of that while they're being awkward, and they're going to double commit on that save. Not going to really matter, though. Avcro is going to make a fantastic pass to Dimitri, but Lucas is going to beat him to the ball. Shotty's going to put this into the corner, try to slow down the play, give Premier a chance to get some boost, to get a second to breathe.
Yeah.
But Lucas is staying on top of it.
And it just feels like as this game goes on, Purple getting more and more pressure on their side. Look at how even this game looks now. That Purple has a little bit of confidence. Oh, okay, I cursed it. Well, I cursed it. In the business, we call that a caster curse. That is a caster curse if I've ever seen one before. And Coach Chalona had to completely shut me up. I was doing my color commentary, and they told me that I am now wrong officially. As, yeah, now that means I've just passed 10 shots as well in this game. It's much closer than the last one. Instead of 17-2, now it's, I think, 11-3. But Golden Hour Esports Premier still in the lead by a wild margin. Chupa looking for the clear away. Chalona is waiting back for it. Sleaze. Eucalyptus looking for the dunk on Shotty. Potential pass in front, but Sleaze has no boost. And Chalona to Shotty to clear it away. Premier do utilize each other with this. With the abilities they have with their mechanics, they don't just use it for solo plays. They also use it to get their teammates involved with passing plays. And you saw one there trying to drop it in front, but it didn't really result in a goal. But it's not like it matters. They're winning this game 5-1, and only one away from sweeping their opponents. And what could be one of the most blowout series wins we've ever seen. We've seen ever on this stream. It's been a long time since we had a blowout win like this. Being this one-sided, and it's been a very long, and we may have never seen like a series just like this in my stream's history. It's like, how many goals? It's 11-2, I believe, in the goal differential. It's quite lopsided here.
Yeah, we kind of saw this coming in, but I was really hoping for Purple to come something out. They need to really just keep that pressure they built from Game 1 and Game 2 and bring it into Game 3 and pull this series back around.
Yeah, again, we are going to take a little bit here. As actually, I'm going to get my next map going here for Game 3. It's going to be DFH Stadium. As I do see all the compliments in there from you guys in chat. You guys are way too nice. Also, welcome, Najaro. I haven't seen that name in a while. How you doing? I remember you. You donated too much, didn't you? Or something? But again, Game 3 here. Here we go. Both teams setting up. I am actually not fully set up here. So it's going to take us a quick second to get ourselves fully in, but this could be what ends it for Purple in Week 1. It was a tough uphill battle for them. They've definitely proven themselves, though. In some aspects against Premier, they've gotten a couple goals, so that's definitely something that they can think about happily, that they are not going to be the first team to be perfect swept in a series. We've been close before to seeing perfect sweeps. This series definitely had the ability to do that, but Purple has been actually really good at taking advantage of mistakes from Premier, having both their goals coming from Premier overcommits, and they have been slowly getting more and more possession against Premier, but still Premier are the team that is just better.
Absolutely. I mean, when you are the underdog team, as we see with Purple versus Premier here, they have to be able to take care of at least something. If you can't get on top of those plays, what a great pass and what a great shot by Shotty. Off the backboard, straight to him, free net at that point. Great pass from Avcro.
And you were talking about how Purple starts to have to get on top of more of Premier's plays. What do you mean by that exactly?
So, like you were talking about with the overcommit from Premier, and that's the only times that they've been able to score. Since we haven't seen really any solo play out of Purple, and we haven't really seen that any ability with the just talent out of Premier, Purple has to be able to take care of their mistakes, clean up their own mistakes, and then also top on Premier's mistakes and be able to score off of those. It's their biggest chance at pulling the series back around.
Oh, what a play from Cruz. He got that second touch somehow. He read that one. So many people off the back wall like that are not going to go for that second touch, knowing that they have teammates behind him, but he knew he could get that touch faster than anybody else on his own team, and was able to get that touch away. For Premier, it just seems like they're starting to start the fight just to get boost here. That's what they're getting those clears for. Just to get a little bit of boost and to see if they can get some sort of comfortability on their own defensive half, but there is none, especially when you got players like Chalona and Shoddy hooking up with passes. Avco involved as well. Every single play we've seen from Premier seems to include all three of these players in one way or another, and that's just the chemistry. That's just their ability. That's just how good Premier is as a group, as a team, and that's how scary they're going to be for the entirety of this season.
Shoddy looking to go up for this. 50s, puts it in the center. Lucas is going to get a clear up to Chupacabra. He doesn't have any boost, unfortunately, though, so he can't capitalize on that free chance of a net. Shoddy's going to pass this down. Could not get it to Dimitri. After the last one back here, pushes it over to Shoddy. Chupacabra makes a shot, but it's off the post, unfortunately.
Purple has been able to score every single game so far, so they are going to get their chances to put one on net. But they need to take advantage of those chances. They're not getting them often, and it's really tough for them to even make those chances for themselves, as that's a huge error. Chalona will have no problem. He's going to clean up that one. As a huge whiff from the backfield is not going to make the chances for Purple. They're already unrealistic chances any better. As now it's 3-0. Purple's only been able to score 1 goal per game. And you think it's going to be really tough for them to get more than that against a Premier team that's just playing like Premier.
A great solo play out of Dimitri. We'll break through all three of Purple's defense and put it straight onto the net to make this 3-0. A little less of a bloodfest than the last 2 games, and Purple has definitely cleaned up their game a little bit, but they're going to have to be even more pressure and even more better, in a sense,
even
to beat
more
Premier.
It's commentary, don't worry. Just even more better. It does work in the commentary dictionary. Don't worry, I found it. It's by... Oh, wait a second. Chalona's going to score. And Chalona just doing even more gooder now with that goal. As... once again, it's just not read by Purple. Chalona is waiting for the mistakes. Oh, I just actually pressed the wrong button on my controller. As, yeah, now they're up 4-0. Yeah, as you said, it feels like now Premier is just kind of easing their way into this. They're not playing as sporadic, as aggressive. They're just allowing the play to happen. And they're holding Purple to no chances against them. No chances, really, to get back, I should add.
Another kickoff here. Premier, yes, has hopped right on top of Purple. They felt him out, realized that they have a good chance at beating him. Backed off.
Ayo?
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about
it. Yo, what was Premier doing to Purple again? Oh, look, Chalona's
taking advantage of the opportunities that they had. That's what they were doing. What a great passing play.
And by the way, here comes Chalona, and in the words of Chris W0516, oh look, Chalona scored again. Now it's 6-0 for Premier. And yeah, that is kind of how the series has felt like. Oh look, Premier's now scored again. They're in it. They have an even bigger lead, and I think it's just because, again, we talked about it. Premier is just such a strong roster that it's really impossible just to predict against them in this series. They are just the better team, the better players. And for Purple, coming into this series, they knew it was going to be really difficult for them to even have a chance against the Premier, but they don't want to end off this series being shut out in Game 3, but it's looking more and more likely that that could happen. Premier are waiting further and further back. They're playing defensive, and that is not allowing Purple to break through. Remember, Purple's goals came through by mistakes with overcommits from Premier, so they haven't been able to get those chances again in this game. as Crew's gonna clear it away. And overall, Stealth with the series, I'm sure it's not going to be hard for you to kind of analyze what happened, but take me through kind of what do you think is the reason Premier is playing so much better than Purple? If there's anything or anyone you can point out, what would it be? Or who,
probably the immediate chemistry between Dimitri and Avcro is a huge factor for this team. Being able to just pass back and forth, and even though Shoddy is, as you said, the newer player towards the team, that chemistry, it takes a team very far. Having that kind of connection between two people and two players takes it out onto the gameplay field.
Yeah, and speaking of chemistry, Shoddy, I believe that might be his 3rd assist. No, it's his 2nd assist. He's really close to 3, though. Avcro off the back wall. Cleared away by Eucalyptus. This one now, 7-0. The most one-sided game we've had so far. And it just seems like the game that Premier is relaxed. They know that they have this series in the bag. And they're going on their victory lap here in week 1. Cruz can't even get through to the offensive half before Avco's challenging him. But Purple, this one's on. Cruz with the shot. Can he get 1 goal for Purple? That one's off target. Chupa, last seconds. And Purple, well, it may be a Brazil against them. They're going to be happy that they've been able to score every single game. That is a little bit of light in a dark series for them.
What a great series. I mean, even though it was one-sided, it's still amazing to watch the chemistry on Premier's team. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. Purple. That's going to end it. They're going to actually lose 8-1. It's just going to be even worse. A 0-second moments from Premier. And that's kind of been how the series has gone. Premier has just retained so much control off the kickoff. And they've held it. They've not even given it up. It seems like Purple, all they could do is just try to play up to Premier's level. Premier was always going to be the better squad. As Premier, with that one, 3-0, and the goals were not very... The goals were definitely very one-sided. You can see the shots here, 13-3. But for Premier, how many goals they scored in the series? I believe they scored 8, 6, and 6 or something, right?
Yes, 8-1, 7-2, I believe, and...
Oh, yeah, 8, 7, and 6.
Yeah.
My goodness. That is a 21-3 goal differential. A plus 18 goal differential. This is just week 1 for Premier. Who knows how this will manifest itself out for the rest of the season. But that is the end of that series, but may not be the entirety of the end of the stream. I think we can get an interview with the Premier squad. As we are going to see if we can ask Premier for that one. We are going to see if we can get an interview with them. As Stealth, what do you think of that series? So one-sided from them. Oh yeah, Stealth. Yeah, Steph. You can sit in for the interview. Just ask questions to them. They're nice people. I promise you, they're not going to bite. You'd know that.
I'd be happy to talk to Shalona and Avco and say hi to them. But yeah, that series was, I mean, it was just amazing to watch the chemistry on that one side. I mean, Purple did have a couple of things going. They did keep pressure through a couple of those matches, but Premier was just the better team at the end of the day, and they had so much more plays and getting around Purple, and I don't know what else Purple honestly could have done to play better, but then just be better.
Yeah, sadly, this series has been, again, it's about as one-sided as it can be, but that kind of is how it works here. It was always going to be a little bit one-sided, you think, but I mean, Purple, they did show up. They didn't get shut out at all in any of their games, which is definitely something they can keep their head up high for.
Hello? Welcome, Shalona.
Oh, Shalona is in here. My goodness, Shalona, are you listening into the stream?
Not yet, no.
Because, I mean, I was literally about to ask you if you wanted an interview.
Oh yeah, I got the message from Scott Zach.
Oh, Zach gave it to you. Is anybody else on Premier wanting to join for the interview?
No, they do not. Just they're in the middle of actually organizing our next game right now.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for making some time out of your day, Shalona. What a one-sided series. As we said, the goal differential plus 18 in your team's favor, I believe, and that is pretty one-sided. I mean, we talked about the team chemistry. How did you build that team chemistry so quickly with a player like Shoddy, who is so new to your roster? How are you able to kind of, because he fits in perfectly for your roster. How does he? How did you get that? How did you build that chemistry with him so quickly?
To be blunt, he made it incredibly easy to. He came in understanding that me and Avco already had a style and a set way we like to play. We were all fortunate enough that our hyper aggressive style is something that he already liked to play in as well, and everything just kind of clicked. We didn't do anything super special. We just played together a bit. We have fun. We banter outside of games, and life goes on.
Yeah, it makes sense. Of course. Stealth, is there anything you want to ask Chelona specifically? I bet you have at least one question for them.
Absolutely. Chelona, just to throw a question out there for you, any mindset you had going into this game that you could share with the stream here?
Yeah. So the best way I can surmise our mindset is that we had complete and utter confidence that we were the better team coming in, and we decided we were going to play with that confidence despite. And even throughout the game, we had some shaky instances where we just straight up messed up. We're still a relatively new team as a 3-stack, so that's going to happen. But it's just that confidence of we knew we were the better team, so we were just going to play like we are.
Yeah, it makes sense. You held no punches. You guys kept scoring. Was that meant to be a statement for other teams in this league? The fact that you guys kept scoring, kept winning by so much, was that because I feel like other teams now looking at you guys are going to be worried. You're already, I think, predicted to be kind of the favorite to win it all. Is there anything you want to say to other teams after such a commanding victory?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is you don't get to sleep on us at all. We play what we feel is a pretty simple game, and we will squeeze out and force whatever mistakes we can. So, when it's our time to play, you better make sure your game's tight.
Yeah, it makes a complete sense. Is there any last things you want to say, Stealth, before we are going to end the stream here?
What a great series of games. I was happy to watch you guys.
I'm glad we could be of entertain.
Of course, and Chelona, before you do leave, any shout-outs you have? We always do shout-outs at the end of these matches for the winners, and now you're in the interview. Any shout-outs you have for anybody that has helped you come this far?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I have to just go to my team at large. I know that overall as well. Luke Liptus and Scott Stack, despite them being on the other team, they've done a lot outside of the game to help me focus on my life, which has allowed me to be a better player, not have as much stress on me. Avcro as well, Slotho, even Stealthier. So, in all honesty, it's just everybody around me who takes legitimately anything off my plate. I have a lot of thankfulness in my heart for.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Have an amazing evening, Chelona.
You two do as well.
Of course. And now Stealth, again, what a great debut for you. You must be feeling absolutely amazing. It was a great series to have with you. Happy that you joined along as well. Is there any shoutouts you have? Because I always let the caster shout out anyone because you are here. Yes, Croods, he did. He shouted out, I think, entirety of Purple. I could be wrong. I know he definitely shouted out Eucalyptus, but I would assume he shouted out the entirety of Purple for helping him out. And if not, shoutouts to Purple. Shoutouts to any team on Golden Area Sports. Great organization. Anyway, Stealth, is there anyone you want to shout out?
I first want to shout out to my mom, but no, it's all jokes aside. This was a fantastic experience. Thank you very much for having me, and shout out to the both teams played fantastically. Even though it was one-sided, it was amazing to watch and great content to commentate on and be my first commentate series at least to hopefully kick off some career possibly in the future. But yeah, thank you very much for having me, Sporty.
Of course, Stealth, now that you have to head out, have an amazing evening, Stealth. It was an absolute blast having you, and maybe we'll see if we can get you on the stream again in the future.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for having me.
Of course. And with that will end tonight's stream. We do have a raid that we'll be conducting before we leave. Thank you all for joining. It was a blast seeing you guys. Might be a bit quiet over the weekend. I am going to have my computer functionally reset while you guys are off doing your thing, but it was an absolute blast having you. And for now, Sporty FC will see you on another night. Commentary is still a big thing, and again, I'll be there to see it. The Sporty stream will continue. Will continue when. Make sure to pay attention to Twitter at SportyFCRL for future updates, because I promise you guys, you're gonna want to come back.